No, I do like. See, here I think is heel commentary. It's like it's kind of borderline. This is when he's just about to go babyface. I think full babyface, but like, so you kind of have two schools of heelnishness in commentary. You've got the Jesse Ventura way, which I think he's the best, bar none, the best heel commentator I've ever heard. Because his whole, I think we talked about this last time barely, but his whole mentality is, if you tried and failed, it's okay to cheat.
Yeah.
And you can apply this to William Regal on this match. He tried to beat him fair and square, and he knocked down the ref. Well, he's like, well, fuck that. I'm going to hit him with this and win. Therefore, proving your point that you're like, because in the argument of Regal or Jesse or this sort of thinking is, I just basically was cleverer than you because I cheated first.
Yeah, and that's a much more acceptable way of mapping it onto WWE because I think
Mm.
WWE, what it really does ineffectively is book heel champions, and that's obviously one of the things that
And
is.
heel psychology.
Yeah, exactly. Like we're obviously going to go through that a lot in this arc that we're doing at the moment, but a lot of people are really critical of Seth Rollins' title run because it made him look so weak. And there was a really good point in SummerSlam, I think it was, or was it Survivor Series? I'm not sure. But he had two matches in the same night. One was against Cena
Oh,
for the US title, and
Cena
one
and
was
Sting,
against
wasn't it?
Sting. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
and he came out against Cena. He did the best he could. Cena beat him, and Rollins was heel. It was quite clear they were going for Rollins is gonna eventually turn on Triple H and complete his redemption arc, but it didn't happen because of injury. But um, this whole thing going on of Rollins trying really hard against Cena. He tried his best, he couldn't do it. He did the same thing against Sting. Obviously, he beat Sting, but he put on a really good performance, and the commentators were like, "Oh, it turns out he actually can do these things and stuff." It's like if they did that the whole way through it, instead of having every match end in ridiculous scenarios where they have to come up with new ways, like bringing people down from ringside or bringing people like J&J
John
Security and
Stewart.
yeah, John Stewart and stuff like that. It's like they have to get creative for the wrong reasons there. Where if they actually tried to book him in some different way, because there haven't been, apart from Triple H, Brock Lesnar, maybe like Umaga, Mark Henry, those types of monster guys, every single heel is booked as a coward.
Yeah,
Like that,
especially on their first title reign.
yeah, completely. And it's like tired. It's a tired arc, and it's something that people are just not that into, and it's something that gets the most amount of complaints about someone's title run. So if they just did it where people are going to try as hard as they can, like I think they kind of tried it even with Jericho in the main event of this pay-per-view. Um, a little we'll get into that like obviously
Mm.
as we go on, but yeah, it's something that WWE is in the dark about, and they need to move on, I think, and figure out how to book heels better.
On the flip side of that, we'll get into this later as well. Like, they, again, they don't know that they don't know that bad guy can also be tough.
Yeah,
But then again, Undertaker's booked quite well, so I guess they do get it with certain people. But that's more like the person rather than if Undertaker won the title, all of a sudden he's either a coward that just barely wins even as a heel, or he's crying respect. They all say respect. CM
mm.
Punk did it, Bryan did it in his first heel, Seth Rollins probably did it.
Jericho even in this one,
Jericho definitely does
yeah.
it a lot. Miz, probably Jack Swagger as well. Randy Orton is just odd, but yeah, no, a little bit on the match as well. William Regal's first English wrestler to win the IC title since Bulldog
Oh yeah, he would have been,
back
yeah.
in. Well, I'm sure I don't know if he won it just the once, but he definitely won it at Wembley.
Is that 95?
Two.
Oh
Looked it up.
really, 92? Wow,
Yeah,
didn't know it was
the
that far back.
Shell. You go watch that. The Shell tracksuits will leave you very impressed with the state of England. Fucking awful.